Chilperic I was the king of Neustria from 561 to his death. He was one of the sons of the Frankish king Clotaire I and Queen Aregund. Life. Immediately after the death of his father in 561, he endeavored to take possession of the whole kingdom, seized the treasure amassed in the royal town of Bernay and entered Paris. His brothers, however, compelled him to divide the kingdom with them, and Soissons, together with Amiens, Arras, Cambrai, Terouanne, Tournai, and Boulogne fell to Chilperic's share. His eldest brother Charibert received Paris, the second eldest brother Guntram received Burgundy with its capital at Orleans, and Sigebert received Austrasia. On the death of Charibert in 567, his estates were augmented when the brothers divided Charibert's kingdom among themselves and agreed to share Paris. Not long after his accession, however, he was at war with Sigebert, with whom he would long remain in a state of, at the very least, antipathy. Sigebert defeated him and marched to Soissons, where he defeated and imprisoned Chilperic's eldest son, Theudebert. The war fled in 567. At the death of Charibert, Chilperic immediately invaded Sigebert's new lands, but Sigebert defeated him. Chilperic later allied with Guntram against Sigebert, but Guntram changed sides and Chilperic again lost the war. When Sigebert married Brunhilde, daughter of the Visigothic sovereign in Spain, Chilperic also wished to make a brilliant marriage. He had already repudiated his first wife, Ordovira, and had taken as his concubine a serving woman called Fredegund. He accordingly dismissed Fredegund, and married Brunhilde's sister, Galswintha. But he soon tired of his new partner, and one morning Galswintha was found strangled in her bed. A few days afterwards Chilperic married Fredegund. This murder was the cause of more long and bloody wars, interspersed with truces, between Chilperic and Sigebert. In 575, Sigebert was assassinated by Fredegund at the very moment when he had Chilperic at his mercy. Chilperic then made war with the protector of Sigebert's wife and son, Guntram. Chilperic retrieved his position, took from Austrasia Tours and Poitiers and some places in Aquitaine, and fostered discord in the Kingdom of the East during the minority of Childebert II. In 578, Chilperic sent an army to fight the Breton ruler Warochtu of the Brouende along the Vilaine. The Frankish army consisted of units from the Poitou, Touraine, Anjou, Maine, and Bayeux. The Biocacenses were Saxons and they in particular were routed by the Bretons. The armies fought for 3 days before Waroche submitted, did homage for Vannes, sent his son as a hostage, and agreed to pay an annual tribute. He subsequently broke his oath, but Chilperic's dominion over the Bretons was relatively secure, as evidenced by Venantius Fortunatus's celebration of it in a poem. Most of what is known of Chilperic comes from the history of the Franks by Gregory of Tours. Gregory detested Chilperic, calling him the Nero and Herod of his time. He had provoked Gregory's wrath by wresting Tours from Austrasia, seizing ecclesiastical property, and appointing as bishops counts of the palace who were not clerics. Gregory also objected to Chilperic's attempts to teach a new doctrine of the Trinity. Chilperic's reign in Neustria saw the introduction of the Byzantine punishment of eye gouging. Yet, he was also a man of culture. He was a musician of some talent, and he wrote verse. He attempted to reform the Frankish alphabet, and he worked to reduce the worst effects of Salic law upon women. In September 584, while returning from a hunting expedition to his royal villa of Chelles, Chilperic was stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. Family. Chilperic I's first marriage was to Ordovira. They had 4 children. Theudebert Merovech married the widow Brunhilde and became his father's enemy. Clovis Basner, nun, led a revolt in the Abbey of Poitiers. His short second marriage to Galswintha produced no children. His concubinage and subsequent marriage to Fredegund produced 6 more legitimate offspring. Rigunth, betrothed to Recherd but never married. Claudebert died young. Samson died young. Dagobert died young. Theuderic died young. Clotaire, his successor in Neustria, later sole king of the Franks. Etymology.